everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a Pacifica Beauty makeup tutorial featuring the Power of Love eyeshadow palette. I recently picked this guy up at Sprouts and I really wanted to share it with you guys and do an eyeshadow tutorial for you, as well as using other Pacifica products on my face and doing a tutorial for you guys. If you guys are interested, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, before we get started, I wanted to share with you the base products that are on my face right now. I first sprayed my face with my NYX matte finishing spray just to kind of prime the face, and then I went ahead with the Pacifica Alight multi-mineral BB cream, which is going to give luminosity to the skin, anti-aging properties, really good stuff like that. And then for foundation, I used the NYX Total Drop foundation. For concealer, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, which is awesome. For powder, I unfortunately ran out of the Pacifica mattifying one. I need to pick that up again, but I need to get that one. But for now, I have the Cover FX Perfecting Translucent Powder, which is a fade. And then for brows, I sketched them out and filled them in with Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then I used the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Brunette. So those are all the face products. So now what we're gonna do is, this is kind of a first impressions eyeshadow look. I did pick this, this is a new to me, but it's been around for a while. This is the Pacifica Natural Beauty Power of Love Coconut Infused Mineral Eyeshadows, and I've been eyeing this one for a really long time, and I finally found it at Sprouts, so very excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. I don't want to ruin the packaging. I'm weird like that. I don't want to ruin the packaging, but I'm like, it's just gonna be recycled anyway, but it is pretty. We can admire it for the time being. So this is what the palette looks like. Super, super cute. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got a new camera, guys, so I'm very excited to start playing around with it, but I'm gonna put you in a little bit closer so you guys can see. I might have to raise my camera, but I'm gonna put it up. Okay. Alrighty, so you guys can kind of see a little bit close up, but first, before we get started with this one, we are going to prime the eyes. One of my favorite drugstore ones is the e.l.f. one, so I'm just going to go ahead and prime the eyes like this, no rhyme or reason. And then just pat that in. Alrighty guys, so now that that is all pressed in, I'm going to grab one of my favorite brushes. This is just Real Techniques. I'm gonna go ahead, and I actually have my little, I always like to clean my brushes with, if it's gonna focus, yeah, my little Sephora guy. It's really cool. It has like a sponge in it. I'm sure I've shown this before, but it has a little sponge in it. And you kind of just go like this, and just to kind of clean off the brush. So in this little guy, we are gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna go ahead and take the lightest shade right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pat that all over the lid. Get underneath the brow bone just to set the foundation, to set the eyeshadow primer, and everything is going to, you know, blend easier. And I just like to do like 2 kind of passes with this guy. Alrighty, I'm just making sure that everything's good so you guys can see it. So I'm gonna be using, for the transition shade, we're gonna use, there's like this little guy right here, if you guys can see that. I'm gonna be using this shade as the transition. Same thing, kind of just dust off any residue. I feel like no, like beauty guru or like anybody in the beauty industry, like their brushes are ever like super, super clean. So I am definitely one of those people. I wait until my brushes are really, really bad But I always like clean them, so I always like make sure there's no like dust on them or anything like that. Alrighty, so now that transition color is in, we are gonna go in and kind of darken everything up. I'm gonna grab another little crease brush. This one is also from NYX, so we're just gonna keep it in the NYX family. This is just a nice little crease brush from NYX. And I'm gonna go in with, I'm thinking, what should I go in with? I did transition, I set, transition. Let's do, this one is calling my name for definer. So I'm gonna go ahead and define with this one. And we're gonna just deepen the color a little bit. This is just gonna be like a pretty natural, like eye look, nothing too special. Kind of like a first impressions. I wanted to show you guys this palette. I've been eyeing it for a while and I saw it at Sprouts. And I've been really wanting to use it. So I'm gonna deepen everything with that kind of, it's kind of got like a pinky tone to it, but it's just like a nice brown. And these colors blend like a dream, so you guys won't have to like tug or, you know, be blending for 8 hours. These really, really work well. Alrighty, I think everything's pretty nice and even. I always go in with a clean brush. You guys know me, I always go in with a clean brush and just make sure that all those edges are nicely blended. Just to give a really, you know, you always want to have seamless. Never want to have anything that, is just very harsh or anything like that. And like I said, these eyeshadows are really easy to blend, so you shouldn't have any trouble with that. Alrighty, so now that we did the definer shade, I'm gonna go in with this pink shade right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my lid, all over my lid to add some shine. If I could find my lid brush, that'd be awesome. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and pack that shade on here and go ahead and apply it to the lid.
So it doesn't matter if I'm there or not, right?
You were just afraid they'd abandoned you. So you abandoned them?
So as you can see, it's just really nice and very natural. Gives a little shimmer to the eye. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take, I think I'm gonna warm it up with the red. There's a red in here since it is, oops, sorry guys, since it is like still winter and fall. I'm gonna go ahead and add this red shade to the like lower half of my eye so that I can create some like nice smokiness. And this is like a nice burgundy red color. Always tap off the excess. It's always better to add more, or to add less and add more, as opposed to trying to take away the color. Oh, and see that? That's like really defining it really nicely. Just kind of add a little bit of warmth.
Check this out.
Alrighty, so that red really nicely warmed everything up. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that doesn't have any product and go ahead and just make sure that all those edges are very nicely blended. Alrighty guys, so then I'm going to add a bit of color to the lower lash line. I'm just going to take this little kind of, if it would focus on that little guy, yeah, see how it's just nice and flat. And I'm going to take, let's see what we got in here. I'm going to take this nice little gold color right here, and I'm going to go ahead and place that on the lower lash line. Alrighty, and then the last step is going to be inner corner, and I have a little brush for that. This is just like a nice little Real Techniques kind of little powdery brush, and I'm just going to tap into this color right here, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out. So we're pretty much done with the eyes. Before I move on to liner and mascara, I'm going to go ahead and move into complexion really quickly. I am going to go ahead and use, we're still with Pacifica, we are using the Natural Minerals palette, and then I am going to be using, sorry if I could get my life together, I'm going to be using the blush shade and the bronzer shade to kind of warm up the face and give it some life. And then after we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and do the liner and lashes. So I'm just going to take this fluffy brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to go ahead and take the bronzer color and just kind of warm up the face ever so slightly. I love this bronzer. It really works for me. And I just kind of like to warm up the face a bit with this product.
Don't be sad.
Alrighty guys, so after bronzer I always do highlight. So I'm sticking with a drugstore highlight. This one is really nice. This is from Wet n Wild. This was really big like a couple months ago. This is the highlight powder. This is the Mega Glow highlighting powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust that on the tops of the cheeks, which is the Real Techniques. This is a blush brush, but because of the fullness on the top, I love it for highlight. Look at that highlight. Oh, so pretty. And I like this one because it gives wonderful pigmentation and it's not glittery. I don't like glitter. I like shimmer. Never been a glitter person. I like a nice shimmer. And I always do 2 passes because I like to strobe. Just kidding, this is like nowhere near strobing, but we can pretend. Always gonna do the Cupid's bow and then just like a dot on the nose. Since this brush is kind of big and I don't have my other one with me. Woo! Knocking the camera over, sorry guys. Alrighty, now before we move into liner and lashes, we're gonna go back to the Natural Minerals palette, and I'm gonna go ahead, ooh, if I can open it, grab that blush shade, excuse me, and just go ahead and dust that on the apples of the cheeks. And this blush has wonderful pigmentation, so you will not have any trouble getting the pigmentation out or on your face. I love blush. Blush is just like everything. With the highlight, boop. Do I have my powder brush? I don't have my powder brush. I need... Alright guys, so now let's move on to liner and lashes. Okay guys, so I zoomed you out just a little bit, but we're pretty much done with the eyes. We're done with the complexion of the face. I am gonna do my last little step and spray with my NYX matte setting spray while I let that dry. And for liner, we are gonna be using the Pacifica Natural Minerals. This is their pencil eyeliner. This is actually their brown color, so it's gonna be more natural, which fits with the eye look that I'm going with today. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop some on the top, and because I'm just gonna speed through this, because I know sometimes liner and lashes can be boring in videos. Excuse me. And then I'm going to be curling my lashes with an e.l.f. eyelash curler and then putting my favorite mascara from Pacifica. This is going to be the Dream Big Mascara. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So just bear with me while I do this. Alrighty guys, so now that the liner and lashes is applied, we are going to be doing the last and final step before this video is done, the lipstick. So I'm going to be using the Pacifica Plushious Liquid Mineral Lipstick in the color, where's the color? Crave. This is in the color Crave. And this has wonderful pigmentation. It is a liquid lip. It does not dry down matte, so it's like a demi matte, I would say. But I really like it, and it's very pretty. It smells really good. It's like flowers. Alright everyone, so that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair so that I could do the outro for you guys. Alright everyone, that is the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed kind of doing a first impressions, eyeshadow tutorial for you guys featuring this palette, the Power of Love palette. This palette just screams my name, and obviously Pacifica is my jam. It's one of my favorite brands. And yeah, I had a really fun time sharing this eye look with you guys, sharing with you other products that I use from them. You know, the eyeliner and the mascara and the face products are my faves. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys again for all the love and support. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys!